Okay, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Welcome back to the Max and Friends. Let's do a podcast featuring Max and Friends, a podcast with Max and Friends podcast. I had an hour of technical trouble, and both of these guys were sitting and listening to me complain
Yep.
about how dumb I was trying to figure this shit out for an hour. They got so much better shit to be doing. And they sat here listening to me be like, hold on, wait, can you hear me? Can you hear me now? Stupid.
It was funny.
It's
All
good.
right. Welcome, my
It was a good
guests.
experience.
Sticksy617. Welcome back.
Hey, welcome back.
And also Rivers here too.
Welcome back.
Hey,
No.
Riva.
So we're gonna talk
This is
about
River's
horror
podcast.
movies today.
All right, guys.
I like whores.
Yeah.
Bad whores, skinny whores, all types of whores.
Sticksy, you
What
don't
kind-
want to get canceled, so I'd be careful there.
But,
Can't get canceled.
aren't we all whores? In a
Well,
little way.
isn't there like that movement about like taking back the hoe? It was like, wasn't 21 Savage part of that? Remember that when he was
Yeah,
dating?
21 Savage was Captain Ho for.
Oh yeah, Captain Save
Captain
a
Save a
Hoe.
Ho.
Yeah, I remember that.
That was impressive.
That was some funny shit, man.
Mhm.
Yeah.
What, Stixie? What do you think about 21 Savage?
I just heard the dude's from like England or something.
Yeah.
But like, I don't want to judge his story, but it's just like you're talking about like being from Atlanta, like, you know. I don't know. It's probably it's just weird, but I think it's like his parents are in witness protection, but like, dude, like you playing a gangster in witness protection, like,
Well, 6ix9ine is isn't he in witness? No, he's not in witness protection.
yeah,
though.
don't even get me started on 6ix9ine, dude.
No, go
Like,
off. Go off.
okay, honest to God, like, as a former criminal, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, we don't have like, there's two things we don't have in my neighborhood, and that's like, I don't see anybody on the registry walking outside, and I don't see rats walking outside.
And
And
he's
like this
both.
dude's like out here like talking about, you know, New York this, New York that. Like, y'all got to take care of that.
Do
Honest
you
to
think
God.
he's gonna like survive another 5 years without getting shot?
Yeah, he was.
I don't even care because it's not my city, but like, eventually, yeah, he's gonna get shot. You know,
Did you see his new video, Gooba?
I didn't even want to watch it.
Well,
Oh, wow.
apparently, what happened after he released that video is that within like an hour and a half, he was doxxed. So they had to
That's
move
yeah,
him.
no, exactly. He got doxxed, so why was
Really?
nobody over there? That's when I don't like New York, man. I don't like New York because because everybody wants to talk about how tough they are, and then this dude gets doxxed, and nobody put a hit on him. Like, honest to God, you know.
Like that's not like my dad grew up in Jersey. All right, he knew people, and the
Yep.
way it was back in his day was, you keep your mouth shut, or
Exactly.
they shut it for you. And then this guy's just going around. What did he didn't he like implicate his whole gang in like a
His
drug
entire
ring?
gang, dude. It's an entire
Yeah.
trial now.
Yeah, so like his whole gang, everyone that he like grew up with, all of his like friends
Mm-hmm.
are now on trial because of him because he couldn't keep his mouth shut, and he's still alive.
He seems like the guy who everyone just tolerates for. Like,
Sounds like New York. You know?
That's not how they do it in Boston.
No, in Boston, like you don't even hear about some guy on the news who ratted. He's already gone. Like,
The only thing that I can say is that maybe because like he's such a public figure, people are afraid to like put a hit on him.
yeah, but that's not gangsta. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's very ungangster of you.
Yeah.
And he was on he did some sort of some interview or something where he was like, you know, people are mad. You're just mad that I'm back. And everyone they're all talk. No one's gonna like show up to my house and actually like hit me. And I guess he was right.
He was kind of right, you know what I mean?
That's funny.
But it's like he's right for all the wrong reasons, you know?
I
just like,
I wouldn't do that if I were him. Those
like,
are
yeah,
like
I'm a
real
pussy.
killers that you're fucking with,
6'9".
man.
it's like, yeah, I'm
Six-
a pussy. You know?
6'9's kind of badass, you know? He's kind of like, he doesn't give a fuck, but also he's really scared.
Sticksy,
So,
you're the only one of us who has any tattoos. What do you think
Yeah.
about 6ix9ine's tattoos? Forget about him being a rat and all that. Just tell me about the tattoos. What do you think?
It just looks kind of tacky to me. But
Do you
like,
think he has
that's
enough
just,
6ix9ines on him?
yeah, I mean, I just don't get why. Like,
I thought they were fake and that he was gonna one day kind of be like, yeah, it was all just a show to get famous. But
I think that's what it was, honestly, dude. It just looks so like, I don't know. It's just like I just don't get it personally.
Would you ever get a face tattoo, Stixie?
Nah, I like having the whole thing where I can like take off the suit and have all the tats on my body. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Like John Wick.
Yeah, exactly, man. That's how I'm trying to be, John Wick.
damn.
John Wick from Fortnite. Good character.
Yeah, I like John Wick from Fortnite.
River, you
John Wick,
played a lot of
he
Fortnite.
created Fortnite, actually.
John Wick created
Yeah,
Fortnite?
his full name is John Fortnite Wick.
Wow.
That's his full name.
I've never played Fortnite.
Never once.
No. I have a MacBook that I game on, so I play
Oh,
Half-Life.
shit.
I play like most Valve games, and that's it.
You can play like a couple games, but
I play
I think the
DOSBox games, you know,
yeah,
friggin' like old school shooters.
those
So
games.
that's what
you
my
can play.
computer runs.
What was the video game you guys grew up on? I wanna hear about because we're all about the same age, right?
Yeah, we had
Mid to
Mario
early
Kart Double
20s.
Dash.
Early
Yeah,
to
that
mid
was it.
20s, yeah.
37.
I had
River,
Mario
you're
Kart.
21.
That's not true.
I'm 5. I had a Mario Kart Double Dash on GameCube.
Oh yeah.
That was like the only game we had my entire life, and like all my friends had like cool shooter games. But
I
played-
was the cool shooter game friend. My parents were chill with that because they knew that I wouldn't go shoot up a school,
mm-hmm.
and all the other parents were all worried about it. So I was the one who got to play like Call of Duty first, and then everyone else was like,
You ever play Postal 2?
I did, but I played it like 2 years ago, and I
I
don't
was
really.
thinking of getting that game because
I played it and I really liked it, but it crashed the second I couldn't open it after like my second playthrough, and I messaged Steam and they were just like, "Fuck you." They didn't
Yeah,
care.
old games on Steam kind of fuck up for a little bit.
Some of them work, but like something like that, like I don't think like that many people are like looking to get like Postal 2. You know what I mean?
That's not true though, because Postal 2 is still getting updates.
They got to make an update so that it works. Then you know.
Yeah, that's the only update you could do. If you had an old computer, you could play it no problem though. Or
Probably.
an Xbox original. I have an Xbox original.
Yeah, but have you used that even one time since you moved?
Yeah, I have, dude. I played it at Kung Fu Chaos, dude. That game's so cool. It was made during a time where you could be extremely racist when making a piece of media and not get destroyed.
Oh, is it like really racist?
It's
Friggin'
really
Shadow
racist.
Warrior.
Do
It
you
has
guys remember there was these two gentlemen who went to a Chipotle just talking about racism. There were these two gentlemen, these black gentlemen went to Chipotle and they were like, we'd like to buy some burritos, and the manager said, I'm not going to give you guys burritos. Every time you come in here, you have no money. and you just like take the burrito. And the guy's like, wow, racist. And he started filming her and he put it on the internet and it blew up and she got fired. And then, like, literally 10 minutes later, they looked up the guy's Twitter and it's full of, like, boy, just, I can't wait to go steal from Chipotle today. Like, literally, like, 10 minutes later. And the best part, she didn't get her job back.
That's kind of fucked, honestly. I think like most of the time those stories end up like actually being true, but that's kind of fucked.
No, yeah, when it's true, like
But it's
racism
also
is it's
fucked
not
that
I'm
it's
not
not
saying
true,
racism
man.
doesn't exist.
No, I know, but that's like if when it's not true, that's fucked too, though. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So
Like
when
this
you
guy
just lost the job.
yeah, he lost her job, and because if they give her job back, then they know that the headlines are going to be racist gets her job back.
Yeah, right.
But she wasn't even racist. She just these guys kept coming in and stealing shit.
That's funny.
I'm just glad that guy now when you Google him, it comes up that he did that. He like stole from Chipotle, so he's kind of in the gutter too.
So I took a shit today.
Not you ever poop so hard you think you might be gay?
I've pooped and I got in a boner and I like questioned it. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, I've been there.
I take like a shit like once a month.
What?
So
that's not good.
Yeah, it's because I don't my stomach actually shut down. I'll tell you this story. This is pretty weird. Like, so when I was first getting sober, right?
Mm-hmm.
I was like, my whole diet had been like just shit for most of my life because when I was 17 was when my drinking started like kicking in, and like my parents weren't like feeding me all the time, so I just ate like junk food as a kid.
Oh yeah.
And like 17's right when you like decide to eat healthy for the most part. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And like. So I get sober and literally my meals every day were like 4 hamburgers from friggin' Wendy's or Burger King.
That's way too much. How many? And that would be all you'd eat for the day, or you'd eat that like multiple times a day?
That like multiple times a day, hamburgers.
Damn.
With no veggies or anything.
Not even
just
put like some pickles on that bitch.
Nah, just ham and burger, no sauce, and like.
Cheese?
So I was eating all those, and my stomach shut down for like 2 weeks. Like I couldn't even like poop if I tried, and it like hurt like shit. And I go to the hospital, and they straight up don't even give me a laxative. They had me there for 8 hours and didn't even give me a laxative. And I think I finally shit after a while.
Did you go, River? What was the name of the hospital that girl went to in the book that we had to read?
I forgot, dude.
Because that sounds like something they do at that hospital. They had her on this blood machine. She had like this weird blood disorder.
Oh my God,
and
dude.
Sometimes the machine would like stop working, and one of the nurses who was good would just kind of like fuck with the machine, like unplug it and replug it or something. And then it would start working again. But the other nurses were really bad at their job, and they just went to her and they're like, your blood's too thick. And they'd give her blood thinners so the machine would start working again.
Dude.
What kind of book is that?
I have it right here, actually. Hold on. I have a signed copy right here.
You should tell him about when you met the author.
You can tell him about that from your perspective, because I've told the story a lot of times.
Well, I mean, I don't want to embarrass you.
No, go ahead. It's an embarrassing story. Go ahead.
So Max was like, his plan originally was to meet the author of this book and ask for her number.
No, tell him why though. Tell him why I thought that would work.
You thought it would work because in her book she writes a lot of weird experiences she has with what is that thing called where you get your shit at like
colostomy bag.
Colostomy bag. Yeah, there's some stuff in that book.
She talks about.
You had a chance.
She talks about how she hooked up with this guy in a telephone booth, and he had a colostomy bag, and then they met up, and he fucked her in the telephone booth, and then right after he finished, he called his wife in the booth that they just fucked in.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
That's
And she's
real
like,
nice
that's
stuff.
normal for me. And I'm like, okay.
That's normal, dude. That probably like none of the shit in that book probably ever fucking happened too.
I know. I don't think. Well, she did. I did research on her. She did have that weird blood disorder that she talks about. Her name's Sarah Manguzo, I think.
Yeah.
Manguzo. When
Yeah.
did you have to read this book?
Oh, college.
College.
Is that what that is so weird.
We had to write like, and we had to read two of her books. One actually kind of had a narrative. It was about when she was in the hospital and shit. And then the other one was called 300 Arguments. And what it was a bunch of unconnected quotes from stories that were never written.
That's off the bio of the book though.
Yeah, that's off
That's
the back
like
of the book.
that's a proud description of that book. Unconnected stories that I never wrote. Makes sense.
She's like, I like to imagine these as the best parts of stories that I haven't written yet.
What?
Yeah. So it'd be quotes like, I got fucked in a phone booth by a dude with a colostomy bag.
Basically, what happened with this class is a couple mom friends got together and they decided, wouldn't it be cool if you read my book to your class at college? And the other one was like, yeah, that'd be cool. I'm gonna do that.
So then she made us all purchase that book.
Yeah.
And then surprise, surprise, she came to do a reading of her next book at the college, and that's when I went to go give her my number.
And you were
Is it about
extremely
a girl whose
nervous.
blood is too thin?
No, she had her blood's fine. It was like her enzymes or something else that wasn't working. But the nurses also, they weren't supposed to wash your hair in the sink because it kept clogging the sink. So what they did was they kept doing that, and they had another nurse stand lookout instead of taking her to the shower because that was too much work.
What?
Yeah. And the thing is, that was heartwarming to her.
Yeah, she was like, "Oh my god, it's so fun to be bad. Like it's so fun to break rules." I'm like, "You're not breaking
I would think to myself,
rules.
these fucking nurses are gonna kill me. Can they hop off, dude?"
And then like she went to like 3 different doctors and spent like a decade of her life in a hospital bed because they couldn't figure out what was wrong with her. And then they went to 3 different doctors at this one hospital. Then they went to a different hospital, and within 30 minutes, the guy was like, "Oh, you have this thing, this really rare disease. Here's how you treat it." She was in the hospital bed for like a year after that, and then was fine.
Yeah, she probably should have died.
I don't know how she lived if this book is to be believed. And then the doctors there were so fucked.
Believed.
But it's supposed to be. It says it's an autobiography.
Yeah, but I mean, it's probably not. You know, if it's that fucked up.
But
It's
her
so
friend who
fucked
taught
up.
our class definitely believed that.
Yeah. And then her best friend taught the
Cinematographical.
class. Oh, and this
Cinematographical.
person who taught the class, really dumb.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, she would bring her dog every day. And it was a really, like, I love dogs, but this dog I didn't like so much because he was one of those dogs that doesn't like to be pet. And not because he was, like, abused, just because he's, like, a dick. And he was really ugly and stinky. And then she said, you know, when he dies, I'm going to have him stuffed.
Nice.
And, like, that was a normal thing. What's the worst teacher you've ever had, Sticksy?
Worst teacher I've ever had. I'm trying
Yeah,
to
or,
think.
like, the funniest teacher story.
I had this. I had this like so I was going through like a lot of family problems as a kid, and I made like a geography project in freshman year, and this teacher straight up like roasted me almost to tears in front of the class for how bad my project was,
Oh, my God.
saying that I was like incompetent and lazy. This is like 14-year-old kid getting roasted. Oh, and I had a swim teacher when I was a kid who was like bipolar, and he would like yell at me. And he got
Really?
fired.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, because he would verbally abuse his students.
Do you remember when I took you to my screenwriting class and you read that script and the teacher roasted the fuck out of me?
No, I don't remember. I don't remember that, actually.
Really? Dude,
No.
he was like, we were supposed to write a comedy script, so I wrote this script about a porn star, like this guy who delivers pizza to a porn set, but he gets there
Oh,
before the
yeah,
other actor.
yeah. Now I remember, dude. Dude, they were ready to kill you.
I got shit on so hard in that
They
class.
said because it's sexist and it doesn't explain anything.
And I'm like, dude, it's a fucking comedy sketch. Chill out.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
That's stupid.
Tell me more about it because I barely remember it.
Okay, so basically, this guy delivers pizza to a porn set, and they think he's the actor because, you know, the pizza delivery guy, the classic trope. So he's an actual delivery guy, and she's like, "Oh, does it have extra sausage?" He's like, "Nah, it's just regular cheese." You know, and she's like, "Well, is there anything else I can do?" And he's like, "Well, I mean, I can take credit card or cash or whatever you want." And he's like, not getting any of the hints. And I wrote it. It's actually pretty funny.
How is that sexist though?
Well, because it was like treating women like sex objects, which.
But it's a porn star who's doing a porn thing.
Yeah. But that's not okay because you got to be woke. And this guy was so cool though. River, do you remember what he was telling us? I don't know if you were there that day, but he was telling us that he's like a real like script writer. He's like sold scripts before.
Yeah, I remember.
Do you remember what he sold? What scripts he sold?
No.
In his whole career, that spanned about 35 years, he sold 2 scripts for commercials.
That's not bad.
If you've been working 35 years writing scripts,
that's kind of bad.
That's really bad.
35 years. You're like, that's not bad.
Yeah, if you like just started.
You should see me trying to get sponsorships. They're like too afraid to work with me sometimes because I don't do like dumb sponsorships. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like I only do it if I have like full creative reign. And there was this app. I'm not gonna drop the name or anything, but they wanted. So they emailed me and they wanted to give. It's like this like app that helps you like edit videos and do TikTok transitions for like little kids. Yeah. And they offered me $10 a post for multiple posts. $10.
That's like.
And so I was just like, okay, like I'm just gonna see what this is, and I send them like a video, just me like goofing around on the app. Mm-hmm. And they just said like, yeah, that's not good enough though, and I just like stopped responding to them because I'm like, look, for $10 you're getting whatever my ass shits out. Like I'm not doing like I'm not gonna subject my fans to watching me do TikTok transitions. You know?
That's weird, man.
It was so weird.
I'm sure you get a lot of emails being like, we think your content would be a great fit for
yeah, and it's not a great fit.
Yeah.
That shit cracks me up, man. It's like it's like they look at my profile and then they actually see my videos and they decide like, no.
Here's what they do probably. They look at your profile, they see the number of subscribers, and they're like, he's a great fit for us. And they don't watch any of the videos.
I don't see anything wrong with this. This looks all right to me.
Yeah, it's like they don't get it. But I've actually like done promos and gotten like brands like a lot of views just because like I don't do it in this way that's like in your face, like, here guys, watch this ad, you know.
I remember one video you did. I don't remember what it was an ad for, but I remember you said it was an ad, and it was like one of those things where it was so obviously an ad that it had me like on the floor laughing.
It was like the tooth whitening one.
Yeah, that was the one.
Yeah, like I'll do that where it's like, you know, like it's funny enough that people are gonna actually watch it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that was the one. That was a really good one.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, yeah, because it's like, I don't know, man. Like that's what these marketing companies don't realize. You should see some of the ads that pop up on TikTok.
Oh,
there's this one for like an Instagram tracker that tracks your followers.
Oh,
and it literally says
I know that
like,
one, yeah.
they have like a bunch of different cartoons with the same like text to speech voice script. And they did one recently. It was like SpongeBob and Patrick, but Patrick was yellow, and SpongeBob was named like Sponge Pink. And they were like, "I have a secret weapon, Instructor."
Dude, I haven't seen that one. I saw like I don't know if it was like a parody of that, but I saw a live action one.
I saw another one. It was like it was like showing this girl who's like finding out like this guy that's like stalking her profile, and that's the whole ad is like, now you can find out who's stalking her Instagram profile. But in big red letters at the top it said, in order for this to work, like the person has to have this installed and agree to being tracked. So like what's the point? Like
so then it's a nothing.
Useless. It's a nothing app, exactly. Like it was so funny. Like these people literally think these ads can like pass, dude. Like I really don't get it.
Have you seen the one for an app that they keep showing that it's I'll put it on the screen right now. Boom. What?
Can you find it?
No. I didn't actually send it. I just had my editor put it in there. But so it's this baby tracker app, and they take you take a picture of yourself and of your significant other, and then it merges them into a baby. But the ad for it is so bad because they don't do what the actual app does, which is just merge the photos. They take a different baby and put it in there, and they had like this black woman and this like this very was she black? I don't even remember. Anyway, they had these two people of different races come together to make a very clearly not that race baby.
Really?
Yeah, and I was like, you need to start asking some questions.
It's like two black people and then an Asian baby.
Yeah, something like that.
That's great.
It was ridiculous.
my least favorite ad was there was this ad for like voice mods, for like Discord servers and stuff.
Yeah, change your voice realistically.
But it was like so. No, actually, I'm gonna take this back. So, Instagram now has this habit of showing me like they're like doing these paid courses on how to talk to women on dating apps. Mm-hmm. And I saw this one. Let me try and find this, honestly. It was like this post where the guy was like, it was like, so you have a new Tinder match. Time to send her the new quote unquote meme that I found. No, don't be like every other Chad. Ain't nobody got time for that. And it was just all like terrible meme references. And I'm like, why is this?
Nobody.
Like,
threw an ain't nobody got time for that.
Dude, he straight up threw that in there.
Do you remember when Wendy's did that commercial? They're like, the memer. He's like, eating spicy goodness like a boss. And everyone so just bad. Clowned on him for like a week and a half.
That was so bad.
I wonder what that guy's doing now.
I think he has like a little bit of a cult following, apparently.
I hope so, man. I don't blame him at all. Just chasing the bag. That's the actor life, man.
Still pulling out the
goodness.
Like a boss.
Like a boss. That's bringing me back to like when I was a kid. I remember when I was a kid, probably like the edgiest thing I did was there was like this Facebook page. It was like teens only or something. It was like just teen things. Mm-hmm. It was a lot like just girly things, but it was like just teen things.
Yeah,
it was like wearing outfits with your friends. And I just responded in the comments to every single picture. And I think I took screenshots of them too, with just like the stupidest shit I could find. Some of them were good and some of them were like really cringe.
Like what kind of stuff?
I one of the good ones was like it said like wearing matching outfits with your friends, and I put like the KKK.
Classic.
But that was like kind of classic. I think most of the good ones were just kind of just overused jokes. But
like
back then memes were so better, dude. Because like
now it's just like you take a picture and then put some text on it.
Dude, nowadays, like every single
No, you don't put
meme,
any text
like
on memes nowadays.
every single meme, like a million 9-year-olds are just gonna spam it, like as
Yeah, if it's any good at all, it will immediately be run directly into the ground.
The simp meme's still going strong, dude.
Sticksy, can you hear? I think you might have disconnected there for a second. Leave the call and then come back real quick. Right quick.
He's gone.
Nah, he gone.
He gone.
He left in the middle of his sentence on purpose.
yo, what happened?
I don't know, man. You just cut out and we're silent.
My bad. Okay, so no, what I was saying though was like every single meme now gets like rated by 9-year-olds like the second it comes out. And like there was this TikTok account somebody made. It was called like Kylie90, and everybody was like throwing around the at just and it was and like if you click on it, like the picture was like two guys kissing.
Oh yeah, I know that one. That's a good one.
And it was funny, but it's like all these kids started like tagging the same friggin' account, and now everybody knows what it is, so it's not even like funny anymore. You know what I mean?
Do you remember when Harambe was shot?
I remember that.
Yeah, back when that was like a new meme before it was running to the ground. That shit was funny.
Everybody was trying to say it was racist, and I never understood it.
I didn't I didn't get it either. The I guess probably because there were, I think at the time the Ghostbusters movie came out, and so people were, if I remember correctly, people were calling Leslie Jones Harambe.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah, and that's racist. That's not, you shouldn't do that. But like the dicks out for Harambe thing, that was funny.
No,
They-
it was, dude.
Also, her nudes got leaked at that time, too.
Did they?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't hear about that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
dude.
did. They actually made an SNL sketch about it. With,
About
like
her
this
nudes
like
getting
hacker
leaked?
guy.
They did.
They had like the hacker guy. I actually just realized that's one of the only times I've found Pete Davidson funny.
You don't
Oh,
like
yeah.
Pete Davidson?
I, I don't mind him. I just don't think he's funny.
Well, he's got that teeth.
I've
thing
never
going
watched
for him, I
his
guess.
I've never watched his comedy specials, so I'm kind of biased. But I just know like on SNL, everybody's called me like a Walmart Pete Davidson. But like what I've seen on SNL is like he's just like a supporting character, and that's it. You know what I mean?
Well, he's like cop to that. He doesn't really do much on SNL, and he knows it. He mostly wants to do the stand-up shit. And he's got
Yeah.
this one really good bit about how his dad died on 9/11, and he didn't really care. He was just like, "Oh, cool! Now I get an Xbox."
It's fucking bad.
Yeah, right. And his dad's initials were SMD, so he has that tattooed on his neck. And he wants someone to come up and say, "That's so vulgar. Why would you have that tattooed on your neck?" He's like, "Well, actually, those are my dad's initials. He was a firefighter and died on 9/11, so suck my dick."
That's fucking great.
Yeah, he's got some good bits in his stand-up. He just isn't allowed to
Doesn't
really
do much on SNL.
Yeah.
It's because he's more like an edgelord than I think anyone on there.
Yeah, they're too afraid to
SNL
push him.
SNL
Yeah,
used to
that's
be
true.
so funny, but now it's just like, haha, look, Boomer do meme.
What was,
Look,
in your
haha.
opinion, what was the golden age of SNL? What was the cast?
I mean, I grew up on like 2000s SNL
Mm-hmm.
with like Andy Samberg and like Will
Oh, yeah.
Arnett. Friggin' trying to think of who else. Friggin' the guy who Bill something. I can't even remember
Bill
their
Hader.
names. Bill Hader, yeah,
Bill
like all
Hader.
those guys. Amy Poehler and Seth Meyers on Weekend Update, like
Yeah, Amy Poehler and Tina Fey, when they were
Tina
on, it was
Fey?
like good
Yeah.
shit.
It's hilarious, dude.
dude, it was so funny.
And then there was like 1 year after Amy Poehler and Tina Fey left where it was still good, and then after that it's just been going down or farther
See,
down.
now it's just like political references and pop culture references, and it's like that can be funny, but not when it's like actually not funny. You know?
you got to actually write a joke. You can't just say, "Ha, Trump bad," because like we get
Trump.
Trump's
we
so
don't.
bad.
I don't like him either. But
Guys, guess
Yeah.
what? Guess what?
what?
Trump is fucking bad, dude. Trump.
So like,
Trump.
I used to not like be. I used to not be like super against Republicans. Like I'm more liberal, but I used to be. But now, at this point, right? Like, I seriously think that the Republican Party is just trolls. Because
Yeah.
like friggin' Tommy Lauren on Instagram she was saying something about like all these like liberal pro eternal lockdown people. I'm like, are we not on the same page that there's like a virus going on and that we should stay indoors? Is that like a not and all the doomsday preppers are with her too. And it's like,
Yeah.
wouldn't you guys be like,
You'd think
there's
the
a virus
doomsday
going
preppers
on,
would be
we're
like
gonna,
the
like-
number one.
but they're now instead, so they learn how to shoot like all these crazy guns so they can go and protest like fucking a hair salon being closed.
Yeah.
Like that's
I remember,
super manly.
I think it was Tommy Lahren. Some woman, Republican, got like a lot of hate from her base because she was pro-choice, and it was if you look at her previous stuff, she's kind of more of a libertarian than a Republican, or at least she was at the time, and so people like her base who are all pro-lifers were like, how dare you say that kind of shit. And she's like, look, I believe that everyone should have the freedom to do whatever they want, so that means have as many guns as you want, do all that. If you want to get an abortion, do that. It's not my business. And everyone was like, but you're and they freaked the fuck out. And I'm so amazed that both political parties can have so many beliefs that are so opposite.
Honestly,
Like,
you should see like leftists arguing with each other.
oh, I fucking
I was
love
at
that.
I was at like a protest for like a shooting that happened in Boston one time, like a police shooting. And they were like these guys, they were like anarchists, and they straight up left the protest because like the lady was saying like that it was nonviolent.
Yeah.
And they straight up left because they were like, well, that doesn't make sense. And I'm like, and I think their point was fair, but still it's like it's a protest. It's about like standing together for this issue, not just like leaving because it's nonviolent.
Dude, it's so weird. Like, with on the Republican side, it's a lot of Christian base, and it's like they love all about the Bible and all that, and all life is sacred. But then when it comes to protecting thy neighbor with healthcare, they're like, nah, none of that. No, we don't need healthcare. None of that.
Oh yeah, dude, it's ridiculous.
None of
It's
that.
like it's crazy how like that. I got a friend who does like the whole like OnlyFans thing, and it's so crazy how entitled these dudes feel to getting like free nudes from these girls, but they don't think people should have free healthcare.
Yeah.
Like what? Like
That's a
like
good point, man.
titties are a right, but healthcare is a privilege.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Like, I just don't get it, man.
Have you heard about that guy who is subscribing to a bunch of girls' OnlyFans and then tracking them down and sending their OnlyFans pics to their parents in churches and shit?
Yeah, I heard about that. Thanks for giving them money. You know what I mean?
No, but I mean, like, then these girls are like kicked out of their homes and like ousted from their communities for doing this, and people are like, oh,
sort of unrelated,
he's a king.
but like there's this like ad trend that's going on TikTok. It's been going on. It's like anti-Juul, and I'm like anti-Juul for the most part, even though I do Juul.
Yeah,
I don't promote it and stuff, but like this trend that's going around, people like throwing their Juuls into water and stuff like that.
Oh shit!
They're trying to
this
make
one.
that a trend. It's not a trend.
It's not. But I saw this one where this guy was like, he threw like 6 Juuls. He made a trick shot with like 6 Juuls into water cups.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the thing. I counted this whole thing out. That he spent because he didn't have 6 Juuls. You know what I mean? He had to spend $480 on Juuls to make this video. So you literally just spent $480 on jewels to make an anti-jewel video. So they're probably like, "Fuck yeah, we just made $480."
Dude, I don't. People are dumb, man. Like I really don't understand why people really love this guy who's sending all these nudes to these OnlyFans girls' parents. Like you look in the comments at any of the posts about it, and they're like, "Oh, he's a king, he's a king." I'm like, "What the? No."
I don't think he's a king. He's kind of just wasting a lot of time because, like, I'm sure if you did that, like, if you had an OnlyFans account, then you probably most people would know about it by then. It's pretty like it gets pretty popular, doesn't it?
Yeah,
Maybe I don't know, but the
It
point is
can
like,
be. I know some
why are you
people do
sending
it
her
privately.
dad free nudes? Send that to like someone else.
Honestly, it does. Yeah, that doesn't make sense. And it's like, what are you accomplishing there? Because like, if you don't want
Just
someone
upset
on,
because he can't do it.
if you don't want someone with a, yeah, exactly, dude. Like, if you don't want people on OnlyFans, why not just like not subscribe to the OnlyFans? You know,
Mm-hmm.
like I don't see what the point is of like sharing their shit.
Well, if you see, if I don't enjoy something, then no one else is allowed to enjoy it.
What happened to the guys who try to catch pedophiles by making fake profiles?
I remember that. What was that show called? It was on YouTube for a while.
Oh fuck! If you hadn't asked me, I would have been able to tell you. It was like, pedo hunter or something like that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
it
got
was
so
like-
popular, it became harder for him to catch pedophiles
Yep.
because they knew who he was.
Apparently, the videos got taken down because he got in a lawsuit with this guy because the guy got like, I guess like people like found out who the guy was, and but it's like that seems kind of stupid because it's like friggin' he's hunting down pedophiles. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's really hard to care about that. Honestly, like it's really hard to feel bad for the pedophile, the guy who was trying to go hook up
Honestly,
with
God.
a
doxed
child.
me. He doxed me. The audience is like, well, he did dox him. Yeah, the fucking
Yeah, he did
jury's
dox
just on
him.
his side. Like,
You know who else doxes pedophiles? The fucking government tells you who they are, where they live, and what they look like if they're put on the
Exactly.
registry.
imagine, you know those movies where like someone stands up and like screams at someone because they're a criminal and they're like, put him in jail. It's
Yeah.
like, imagine someone getting that passionate over a pedophile getting doxed and like attacking the person who doxed him. Like, you bastard! This is a poor innocent pedophile.
Yeah, right.
Dude, okay. Do you know, have you guys ever watched any Shoe on Head?
No.
Yeah, I've seen her before.
What is that?
She's a girl who does like stuff about like feminism and why new age feminism is like really stupid.
She has a shitty camera.
Yeah, she has a really shitty camera. Anyway, she did this one video on this guy who was like a pedophile defender, and he was like, you shouldn't be mad at these guys because like you shouldn't be rude. You shouldn't be rude to them. You're being mean to them. You're calling them names like pedophile when they're really minor attracted person.
What?
Yeah, that's what they're trying to do. There's a movement in the pedophile community, and I know about this because yeah, there's like a whole like Reddit of what's called no maps. So it's like no non-offending minor attracted persons is what it stands for, and their whole point is that they're attracted to kids but they don't touch them.
So is that like what you put in like your Tumblr bio is like?
That's exactly where they
Jaden,
go.
bisexual pedophile.
Yeah, bisexual no map.
8th grade.
If you're a trans pedophile, does it even out? Are you allowed?
No.
It's just
No.
doesn't even out.
No, but like the point about these no maps that I want to make was that like this guy was like, you can't be rude to them and call them things that they're not, like pedophile. And I'm like, that's what they are though. That is what they are.
That's stupid.
It's so fucking
Imagine a
dumb,
pedophile.
man.
Pedophile is just like, I do the dirty work, but I don't want to.
Yeah.
He's like, I may be a pedophile, but at least I'm not rude.
Jesus.
What do you think is more important? Being nice to people or not touching kids?
I think not touching kids. I don't know.
Yeah, that's pretty important, I think.
I mean, I do know. That's that's so stupid. It was like, yeah, there's like so many. I get freaked out, man, because like I've had like girls who are like clearly underage DM me on Instagram and stuff, and like it freaks me out not because like I know like I can handle myself, but like there's like dudes who are like actual like probably actual pedophiles.
Yeah, like
who are like social media influencers, and
No,
these girls are
they're
like
probably
Clap Daddy.
sending like.
Do you
Yeah.
remember the guy who did the what's it called with himself? The what do you call it when you harmonize with someone? Fuck. Is that harmonize with someone?
Yeah,
he like
harmonizing.
harmonizes with himself on YouTube, right?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
he had a scandal with a bunch of teenage girls because he was asking.
See, it freaks me out, man. Like we got no idea what could be going on online. Honest to God. You know?
That's weird, man. That's weird.
I think the worst DM I got was this like 14-year-old kid asked if he could suck my dick, and I was like, no, and I blocked him.
Yeah, good for you, man. Good on you. Good on you.
If it was, what if he told you your mom sucked his dick?
That's something else.
That's one of the things that like that I don't understand about Xbox is that if every single person like is doing, where are all these moms that are hooking up with 14-year-olds on Xbox? Where are they?
Wait, is that an actual thing?
No, because like these you ever been on Xbox Live and they're like, oh, your mom sucked my dick, I fucked your mom.
Oh yeah, no, that's
where are all these moms that keep fucking all these little kids on Xbox? Where does that happen?
I think it's like it's probably like Mother Earth.
Maybe, man.
Mother Earth.
The kid just
Dude,
like
that's pretty damn spiritual for a fucking
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean that's all on moms. So what you do is you like stick your dick in the dirt in your backyard and you say that you fucked your mom.
You dig a little hole.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's beautiful.
The little hole. They can probably use like a pencil. You know what I mean? There was like a TikToker that I made fun of him, but he like posted like a legit video trying to show off his bulge. It was like a couple guys who done that.
Yeah. And they're like, no, it's just a dancing video. You're like, no, it's not.
I really don't get it.
What do you think of all that?
And their shit was tiny too, and that's what I thought was funny.
What do you think of like in the beginning of TikTok? There were a lot of pedophiles.
Yeah, I think everybody kind of came in and cleaned house. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's crazy to me how it was though. How many there?
There were a lot. Like, do you remember that one guy, the bidet?
Yeah.
He was bald and he was
he's back apparently.
Really?
Dude, I don't understand. How could they be so dumb though to like not even like be ashamed or like trying
like you're gonna openly swing around some handcuffs as a duet to a 14-year-old girl and show your face and be like, come DM me in the caption? Really? You're gonna do that because you think that's gonna work and no one's gonna catch you.
And most of these guys probably don't understand like how social media works. You know what I mean? So it's all like old ass dudes, you know.
I'm amazed at how bold people get on TikTok. Oh, even the people like the young kids. Like,
yeah,
they're like 16-year-olds making jokes about like, I was in like a gangbang or whatever. And I'm like, dude, you're what? Don't stop it,
dude. What I think is funny is all these like 15-year-old kids like playing gangsters on TikTok.
Dude, the mugshot thing, I love that one.
That shit was so stupid. These girls have these like glamorous mugshots. It's like, oh, my hair's messy, my makeup's off. Yeah, this is my mugshot, guys.
First of all, if you're like a real criminal, you would look the same because you don't lose the fight because you kill him.
No, exactly.
That's what a real shooter would do. But no,
And the
you
thing
get
is,
in a
is
fist
like,
fight.
yeah, I can't even begin with that one. It's so stupid.
What is your favorite TikTok trend to ever happen?
So it's so hard to answer this, dude, because like every time a TikTok trend happens, it just gets killed so quickly.
What
So like
about
when I
the
think back of like any TikTok trend, most of them are just like out of my mind because like eventually it got
do you
taken over by like a 9-year-old,
Mm-hmm.
do you
you
remember
know?
the furry war trend?
Oh yeah, the furry war, furry versus gamers. Do you remember
That
that
was
one?
kind of fun.
That
You
was
know
a
what I
fun
mean?
one.
That
That
was
Those
was
are
a
good
good
sick.
one.
times.
That was
That
back
was,
with TikTok. That was like right after they got rid of all the old dudes hitting on little girls.
I think they
Dude,
were still there.
I swear like all these like bigger verified accounts like me, I swear that everyone just steals content from each other. Because you go to like certain sounds and it's literally just like the same video done by a bunch of different accounts.
Oh yeah, there's this one
And
girl I found who I don't remember, but like she's like moderately attractive, and what she does is she takes bits from stand up and then just lip syncs that.
that's great.
Like that's not your stand. That's clearly Kevin Hart's voice.
No, she's just throwing a voice, dude.
No,
She's
it's not your
She's throwing a
joke
voice
Yeah,
to
though.
but
sound
she's
like Kevin
so
Hart, dude.
But she's
well,
white, and then the
listen, you
Kevin
don't
Hart's
get it.
talking
You don't
about
get
being
it. You don't get
black.
it.
Dude, I
This
mean
is
And
the
she's
joke.
talented.
The
Stop
joke
stop
is that she's quirky.
oh, I
stop
did
stop
forget that she is
disrespecting
quirky.
her talent, dude. Like there's not a lot of women in the industry with that kind of talent, and you gotta respect it, man. She
You're
can
right.
throw a
Most
voice
of them
sound
have
like Kevin
more.
Hart and like, Dane Cook, George Carlin, like that's impressive, you know?
Dane Cook
Amy
is a
Schumer
great
can't do that.
comedian. That's true.
Oh damn, you're
I
right.
don't
You're
like
right.
Dane Cook. Dane Cook's just kind of like an edgelord.
Yeah.
I think there's like a talent in making comedy that's not just edgy all the time, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Definitely, there's a talent in what Dane Cook does, which is just not care about his career and just like fucking do
Yeah.
whatever. He's just like, shit, I can really make it here, but he's like, fuck that, I'm just gonna fucking copy this guy.
Yep.
I can really
Sticksy,
do that.
have
I
you
feel
ever
like
been
Dane
accused
Cook's
of?
kind of like the Nickelback of comedy.
Yeah, but I actually like Nickelback.
Yeah,
No,
but you're
exactly. Like
also
Nickelback's not
dumb.
bad, but he's like the Nickelback of comedy. You know what I
No,
mean?
I get that. I get that. Have you ever been accused of joke stealing?
I have. It's always by like an account that's like a 9-year-old kid with like 10 followers and
Has
he
it
had
ever
like
been
one view on
accurate
the
though?
video and he's like, he stole this joke from me. And it's like not even remotely close to what I did. But I think they honestly say that because like you have a similar idea to somebody and then you just go and say that so that like
Or they
people
can
will look
get
at you.
clout from a beat.
Exactly. So they get clout from like being in the comments and talking about it.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's ridiculous.
What do you guys
Dude,
I
think
used to get
about?
I saw the dumbest thing in the comment section for like this is something you never expect a fight to happen about in what's it called? The Tonight Show. They had this like is it what's the one with the really unfunny guy? That's not it's not
Jimmy
Jimmy
Fallon.
Kimmel.
No, Kimmel.
Kimmel. So he had a Back to the Future spoof, and then they come in with the DeLorean and everything, and it's the original actors. What's
Michael
his
J.
face?
Fox and
Michael J. Fox and
Lloyd, Christopher Lloyd, I think.
yeah, Christopher Lloyd.
Yeah.
But in the comment section, there was this comment that was like, "Oh, I'm so glad we could have done this our event at whatever DeLorean.com, right?" And
Mm-hmm.
then someone was like, "No, you didn't do that event. We did that event." And it was whatever.com. And I was like, "Wait, there's okay, I can imagine one company maybe renting out DeLoreans from Back to the Future, but there's two companies fighting over who did this event." And then other people were like, "Actually, it was him." And I was like, "What the fuck? How many companies are renting out DeLoreans?" This there's
I didn't think there was like a market in that.
apparently there's a competitive market. It's not just a regular.
DeLorean.com.
Yeah, DeLorean rentals. Sticksy,
Dude.
you should move in on that. You should do some ads for DeLoreanRentals.com.
Yeah, I could get a sponsorship with them.
Oh yeah, for sure, man.
I'll just
It's pretty competitive, man.
I'll just make a 10-minute video of me shitting in a DeLorean rental.
All right, wait. What do you want to do? An ad for DeLoreanRentals.com or RentADeLorean.com? Because they're very different. They're competitors.
I don't know. I like the
I don't
user
know.
interface better of DeLoreanRentals.com, but I like the friend discount codes that you get on Rent a DeLorean. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. I think you gotta go with Rent a DeLorean, man. The
Yeah, I'll
quality
go,
of their
I'll go Rent a
DeLoreans,
DeLorean.
it's unmatched.
Unmatched
Yeah.
DeLorean quality.
Yeah, it's unmatched, dude. No other DeLorean company out of the 50 that there are around
Except
the
for
world.
DeLoreans for You. DeLoreans for You is the best one. We can all agree on that.
Dude, how the fuck do you do this as a career?
Like
Imagine
I saw
a
this.
little-
Yeah. All right, you go.
A little
Looks like
kid
Elvis.
like, I want to rent a DeLorean.
You know what I've never understood is like Elvis impersonators.
There's
Like,
so
there's so
many.
Oh
many
yeah,
of them.
that's true.
I
How
get
many
you'd
pe-
have a couple in
I haven't
Vegas.
even really listened to Elvis.
I don't really listen to Elvis. I mean, he's got a couple bops.
Yeah.
Like Hound Dog. That's a good one.
Like he's got bops, but who's like a big Elvis fan where they're like, yeah, I'm gonna rent a guy to be Elvis.
Well,
Old people,
the thing about Elvis is that people who like Elvis really like Elvis.
That makes
Yes.
sense.
I
It's
can
like
imagine
it's like meth.
a retirement home party where they get a Elvis impersonator.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I
Some of them
can't
will
wait
probably
for
think
retirement
it's
home parties to be
actually
like
Elvis.
Playboy
Wow.
Cardi.
Yeah,
Like
Dude,
that, like 4 or 5 the trap guy goes like
yeah, dude, like old people all fucking busting down to some marshmallow. That makes sense.
That would be
Dude,
funny.
like I can imagine when we're old, we go to the retirement home, they just get some guy put a bucket on his head and they're like, it's marshmallow.
And then you see like
We
an
had-
85-year-old guy flossing.
I remember Dead Mouse. I was a big fan of Dead Mouse as a kid.
Nah, not me, man. I was Skrillex all the way.
I made a Dead Mouse head for Halloween.
Nerd.
Yeah, I thought I was super cool. But it
That's
was
cool.
I actually still listen to Dead Mouse, but very rarely.
Yeah,
I
I
just
don't
think the
listen to dubstep as much anymore.
I was into like very hard dubstep. Like I like this guy called Excision.
Yeah,
But
I know
other
about
than
him.
that, I
know
wasn't
about
really
him.
into it. Just kind of cheesy.
Dude, like what are old folks' homes gonna be like when we're old?
Dude, I
Are
honestly
they gonna play video games?
Maybe they'll have like a bunch of like Nintendo
You're gonna see like
64s and
Grandpa
shit.
playing like CS:GO.
Probably.
dude, the reaction time is gonna be fucking even though, so it might spark their memories.
Oh, maybe because like already in old folks' home, you're starting to see a little more like AC/DC and stuff. Like that's starting to pop
Yeah.
up.
Do you
And
go
I
to
wonder-
old folks' homes a lot?
Yeah, well, not as much anymore. But I used to go there,
I had
hang
a
out.
Tinder match from
That
old
makes me
folks' home
depressed
one
because
time.
our generation of pop is fucking ass.
Dude,
Yeah.
we're gonna get to the old folks' home and be like, now it's time for the biggest song from
Yeah, I go
your
on a-
year, Cardi
I
B.
go to a lot of I go to a lot of my Tinder matches are from old folks' homes.
Yeah, same. I used to go. all
That's
the
just
time,
kidding. I
hang out.
have a girlfriend. I don't look at Tinder matches anymore.
I got a Tinder match the other day from someone who was like, "Give me $500 and I'll shoot a porno with you, and you can get your foot in the door in the porn industry."
Wait, really?
Yeah, there was like a porn star. I looked her up. She was like an actual porn star, or maybe they were using pictures of an actual porn star, saying that they were her, trying to catfish people out of $500. Unrelated. Hey, Sticksy, can I borrow $500?
No, but she should have. You should have said to her, "I don't want my foot in the door. I want your foot in my gooch."
I should have said that. No, I didn't say that. I just unmatched.
You should have asked. You should have asked about some weird shit.
Like what kind of weird shit?
For like some shit smeared on your chest, dude.
Oh, like get a poop on you kind of stuff?
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
just post it. Just post that on your social media.
Maybe. When we were trying to get a dog back when I was 10, my dad came across a lot because we wanted a golden retriever. So my dad came across like this one scammer who was like, "We want golden retriever, go to good Christian home," and it was like broken English and shit. And so my dad knew it was a scam, so he messaged him. He's like, "Hey, we're looking to make a nice family dinner. Can we get like a big? Can you make sure you send us a big golden retriever?" And they're like, "As long as it's to a good Christian home, we'll send them. You give us money, we'll send you the dog." He's like, "Yeah, will you provide seasoning, or do we have to like get our own?" And they're like, "You have to get your own seasoning. We'll just give you the dog." We were so desperate for that for like that. I don't remember how much it was, but it was so stupid.
That's so weird.
We'll give you the dog. Are you Christian though? That's the important
Yeah,
thing.
they were like good Christian. They were really pushing that one, good Christian home.
So back when I was 19, I would go on like 2 Tinder dates a week.
Really?
Just because I was like this like alcoholic shitbag womanizer, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And it was a good time. But I think my favorite Tinder match I got there was this account that was just a lamp. And I got into like a 3-month long role play with a lamp. And it was a complete joke. We were talking about like just all lamp puns
Nice.
for like 3 months. I wish I could meet that lamp. Because that was like, I think that was a big, like next to my girlfriend, I think that was like the biggest connection I've had on Tinder.
Damn.
Because most Tinder matches go like, "Hey, come over," and I'm like, "No, you come over," and then I just buy her an Uber at like 3 a.m.
Really? And then she comes over?
Yeah.
Dude, I never once has Tinder worked in LA for me or anyone
Really?
I've ever met.
Wait, Sticksy, are you from LA or where are you from?
Boston.
Boston. Oh, I should know.
Yeah, because the accent. Are you deaf? Damn.
Los Angeles, baby.
I guess maybe because Boston's a big college town,
Yeah.
so there's a lot of people looking
No,
to
it
party.
is a big college town.
Yeah, you got what colleges you got there? You got Harvard. You got
Northeastern.
Yeah.
Tulane. No, not
Yeah.
Tulane. What am I saying? Tufts. Harvard. Fucking.
UMass.
Yeah, UMass, Emerson.
Yeah.
My only problem with Tinder is like I'm not a college kid,
Mm-hmm.
so it's like all these girls you gotta like buy them fucking everything because they're like broke college girls, and I'm like, I'm working, you know. I'm not interested in like doing like daycare, and then you gotta buy all their friends booze because they're like friggin' 19. You know what I mean?
Nah, Tinder has
worked out
never
with my
once worked for
girlfriend.
me. I went on one Tinder date and she didn't look anything like her profile picture.
To be honest,
Yeah.
I don't like Tinder.
I don't like it either, but it's like the only way to do things nowadays.
Especially during quarantine.
I wouldn't go on Tinder in quarantine though if I was single.
Why?
Because like, dude, because all these girls right now, it's just like everybody's lonely. So you're just getting into relationships that are gonna fall apart because like
Yeah, but like
friggin'
I'm 21 and I haven't had
not
any
looking for a
like
relationship.
party days, so I'm looking to just have a one night stand because I haven't done that
even
yet.
so, dude, like with quarantine, like you don't want to invite people to your house either.
No,
You know what I
absolutely
mean?
not. No, I'm not doing none of that. I'm just saying, before quarantine, I was doing this kind of stuff, and like if you're like, oh, so you want to hook up, they're like, ew, no, I'm here
You
to
know
like
what?
actually find a relationship, and they block your ass, or
Yeah.
you like try to actually talk to them, and then you're like, what about this? And they're like, okay, yeah, or laughing emoji, and then like you have to break your back carrying the conversation.
I think a lot of your Tinder experience also depends on like the type of guy you are and stuff. Because like I'm like this dude with like a lot of I'm like kind of an ugly looking guy with a lot of tattoos, and
Mm-hmm.
so it's like I'm like the perfect one night stand for a lot of these girls.
Yeah.
But then like you know like these girls get bored when I actually try and have a conversation with them. You know what I
So
mean?
what you're saying is if I want to do more one night stand type shit, I should get a bunch of tattoos.
No, no. I don't even know if I'm right in saying that. I just think like people have like different like types of people they attract, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Well, the whole
My
like,
me and my girlfriend, we started like talking about like politics like
did you meet on
very
Tinder?
quickly into yeah, like started talking about politics and like mental illness and stuff, like just deep conversation.
There he goes.
Uh,
There he
yeah.
goes again.
Bye. I thought that was me actually, because I
No,
might
it was
disconnect
both
too.
of us, bro.
Yeah, yeah, he's gone, man.
Man, it's really cool that the internet. There's no problems with any of it.
Dude, I swear, like these internet providers don't give a fuck. They like
They
they'll
do
rip you
not
off
care.
in your face, and you can't do shit about it. You
Yeah,
can't
they'll
do
rip
anything
you off
about
in
it.
your face, and then they'll be like, "Okay, so now ask for more, please."
Yeah, it's like, yeah, now you can upgrade.
Now
It's
you
like,
could
what the fuck
upgrade to
was the
get
problem?
ripped off
What was the
more.
problem before? How is this gonna fix an obvious like issue? Like, I'm just supposed to get internet. Why is
Yeah,
it cutting out? Well, it cuts out because you don't have to upgrade.
yeah, you
I'm
gotta
just
get the
getting fucking
upgrade.
internet.
Now,
What do you mean?
for the upgrade, does that actually? Do you bring like a new device here that has like better service? And like, no, 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 we just upgrade what we give you. So you could
So
just give me that now, then.
no, because then we have to turn off the internet cutout machine that cuts out your internet. And
Yeah,
that
yeah,
costs
the
money.
internet cutout machine. Sticksy is messaging, why
Yeah.
happen? I don't know, man. Try leaving the chat and coming back. That might work. That happened to me earlier too. Dude, they gotta like stop the internet cutout machine.
Yeah, dude, that thing takes a lot of power to just turn off, dude.
Yeah, you gotta pay us money to turn that off. It's like a whole day process.
It's a massive lift. You can't even see a call.
Hold on, let me invite him. I'm gonna end the call and start it again.
All right, what happened
There we go. I don't know. You just cut out again.
I don't know. Is your recording still working?
Yeah, I'm still recording. I was recording the whole time. I just didn't hear what Stacy was saying.
Yeah,
No,
you can
yeah.
continue.
I don't even know where I went. Yeah, me and my girlfriend, we started talking about like politics and all this stuff, straight paragraphs to each other, like when we first met on Tinder.
Mm-hmm.
And like that's when you know it's good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Is when like you can actually like talk to each other, and it's not just like, hey, what's up?
Hey,
know.
what you doing?
Hey, you up? Hit him with that
Exactly.
you up text. But it's also different because I can't really like bring a girl here because I live with my parents.
You know what's
Yeah.
you know what's funny?
So that's tough.
You know what's funny? As soon as I leave Montrose, or okay, I don't want to bring out any locations. As soon as where I used to leave, as soon as where I used to live, as soon as I leave, because I work in the military, I have to go to a military base to work. People actually, girls actually start hitting me up, but when I'm there, no one hits me up.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Well,
That's
also
interesting.
you like got like super fit for military.
Yeah, that's true.
You look a
I guess
lot
so.
better.
Okay, well, let's not go that far.
You look like
okay
way
before.
better now.
I was okay before though. That's yeah.
But like
Dude,
now it's
your
like
dick
so
looks
much
like
better.
your dick looks like so much juicier, man.
Oh my god! Like honestly, dude, if you asked me, I'd slop on that shit.
Yeah.
Like Pete Davidson, huh?
Oh yeah. Sticksy, who's your favorite TikTok creator,
Oh man, there's so many. I think,
or who are
honestly,
some that
like,
you admire?
I mean, if I want to choose like any, I'll choose like a couple. Like I just gotta say like Pepperoni Joe and Beyblade basically are like the reason I was like making content.
Did Beyblade come back?
She's back a little bit, yeah. She kind of comes in and out because she's a mom now.
Yeah.
But they were like the
damn.
first reason I started making content. I
Yeah,
remember them,
Beyblade
like,
is why I joined. She had like prime level content.
I remember them following me at like, I was like around like 6K. They started following me.
I don't know Pepperoni Joe though. I haven't seen him.
Yeah, he gets like fucked with views sometimes, which is weird. But it's because he pissed off the TikTok creative program.
Oh, he did.
But it was really fucking funny. He's basically just like this. He's like a dad, and he basically just doesn't give a fuck.
I like
And
that.
he does like these videos with his kids. Like he did one where there was like that like giving up trend with people like putting stuff in a box. And he did one with his daughter, and he just
Oh, wait, I did see
made it
that
look
one.
like
I
he was
know that
putting her in a
one.
box, and he like kicked her.
I saw
was
that
him.
one. I remember that.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
know.
maybe I have seen his stuff. I just don't register. But yeah, Beyblade was like prime level content, and then she quit to go be a mom, which
Yeah.
I respect. I respect that. You know,
Honestly.
priorities and stuff.
Yeah, me and her still talk sometimes. She's just like
Really?
never on the app.
That's cool,
She just
man.
doesn't. Yeah, she doesn't do much social media.
That was her live. One of her lives was the first time I ever did the "Show Yo Nuts" meme. And she was like, "Why does this guy keep doing show yo nuts?" So then she was like, "Fine, here." And she pulled up some like salted nuts, and the chat went crazy. It went fucking nuts.
Dude, you
That's
actually
great.
got her to pull that out?
Yeah, I got her to pull out some salted nuts or whatever, like mixed
Dude.
nuts.
If that becomes like a thing in TikTok, you can be no one will know that you made it.
No, exactly. No one will know. But I every time I see someone on live, I go in there and spam show yo nuts until I get a reaction.
Did I tell you about the time that I spammed the Washington Post?
No.
So they were doing a live stream, and I just kept spamming balls. I just kept saying balls, and that was it. And the funny thing was the guy kept going, Sticksy, come on. You gotta have something else to say other than just balls. Sticksy, come on, please. And then I stopped, and then the guy looked at my account. I was just sitting in there, and he looked at my account. He was like, I didn't know Sticksy was verified. And somebody called me, Sticksy is a verified quote-unquote edgelord. And I'm like, where have I ever been a fucking edgelord?
Dude, I don't know, because, like, you do actual comedy, like an actual joke,
Yeah, I guess so.
and that's
Dude,
edgy now, instead of just, like, sanitized content that's been done a million times.
It's either sanitized or, like, racist. Like, there's no in
yeah.
between anymore.
Yeah, they really love
swear
the
that, like,
racist humor on TikTok.
Honestly, dude, I feel like most of my the accounts that hate me have never even clicked on my profile.
Yeah?
Because, like, the only things that I've gotten are, like, he's not funny, or like, comments about my appearance.
Mm-hmm.
And it's, like, it's so hard because I have all my fans, like, rushing to defend me, and I'm like, guys, like, this person clearly just, like, doesn't know what they're talking about. You know what I mean? like it would be one thing if I was, like, trying to, like, talk about, like, how good looking I am or something, and then, like, somebody started shitting on your appearance, but it's like I don't think I ever
Yeah, no,
made
I can't recall a
content
single
saying that,
time
like,
that you were bragging about something.
and yet people try and, like, take me down by, like, just, like, saying things that, like, make no sense. And it's like, when did my appearance play a role in my content, honest to God? Like, if anything, like, I think I try to make myself ugly
Dude,
on that app, you know, because I think
All
it's
you-
funny.
making
Yeah.
yourself look ugly is honestly probably what most people do on TikTok. Dude. I mean, it's funny. Like, I do
Yeah.
it too. It's fun.
My bio literally says proof that you can get verified
Yeah,
when
get
you're
verified to
ugly.
be ugly. Yeah, that's a good bio, man. I saw
Honestly.
your most recent video. I think was there's that big chain where someone's like I Charlie, I char, itch.
Yeah, and then it's just the I.
Yeah, I responded to that one with a black screen and just a blank space above it. So
many people did that,
literally
so I
cannot
couldn't
take
even tell
anything
which
else
one was
away.
yours.
Drip too hard with 3 P's.
That reminds me, you sent me a picture of myself that I don't even remember you taking.
Oh yeah, I got a lot of those.
Yeah, dude, I was like, what?
Well,
I make so many ugly pictures of myself.
Here's the thing about you, River. You don't like when people take pictures of you. So I have to like sneak pictures of you where you don't know it. And every single picture of your face that I've ever taken or received, I've kept.
Yeah, that's horrid. But the thing is, great. I'll take purposeful pictures of myself that look fucking terrible, like the goblin face.
Exactly, and I'll save it.
And you'll save it.
I'll save it, and then I'll throw it to you back like a year later.
And then I won't even remember that. I'll be like, what the fuck? When did this happen?
I always think my Instagram's funny for that, because I have to try and like be good looking on Instagram, because like you really aren't gonna like get anywhere just like shit posting on Instagram, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I didn't know. I thought you could just like, I thought shit posters on Instagram got.
Some of them are, but it's like
you gotta be like
have
top
a very
tier
specific,
shit poster.
Yeah, you know, and it's like this, like that, or what is it, like the Gucci berry where he's got like friggin' like face tattoos. Instagram comedy is like hardly even comedy. It's just like seeing how high you can escalate just like the craziness or something. You know what I mean?
Instagram comedy, it's
where memes go to die.
It's like
if a meme is popular there, it's probably about to die.
They literally cannot tell a joke. You see, to have a joke, you need to have the setup, reinforcement, and punchline. That's how a joke works. So what they do is they just do
XD random.
Yeah, they're like setup, and then here's the punchline. There's no reinforcement. Exactly. There's none of that. So it's like, oh, when your friend gets laid for the first time, and then everyone starts dancing. That's not a joke, man.
Yeah, Instagram's mostly just like contextual humor for the most part. It's just like, this is crazy that I'm going and like, you know, getting my nuts hit by a watermelon. Like
that I respect.
It's not like actual like it's funny, you know. But it's like a different type of content than like your typical like comedy creators, you know what I mean?
Yeah, totally. But I'm in the camp where like if you care enough about clouding up to hit yourself in the nuts with a watermelon,
yeah,
like good on you, man.
That's what the Gucci berry does, man. He does like swing to the sack Sundays, and he just throws like different things at his nuts.
Sack Sundays.
Yeah, dude, he just throws different things at his nuts.
What a savage. What a fucking animal.
Yeah.
That is fantastic. I love that. I'll give that guy a follow.
Yeah. And it's not like he's not like a comedian, but it's funny. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But it's just like, yeah, but it's like if I want to be famous on Instagram, I'd be doing something like that. But
whenever that day comes along, it's like the things I do for Instagram.
There's this guy on TikTok called Superhuman Fan, and what he does is he goes, "This is for all the juggalos and juggalettes. Whoop whoop! Don't try this at home. Fuck this shit!" And then he jumps onto something, like he jumps off of like a top of a car onto like some bricks and cactus, and that's all he does because he's like, it's like juggalo backyard wrestling type shit, and his stuff keeps getting removed, but I follow him because it's so fucking fascinating to see the kind of shit he'll come up with. Like he did an elbow drop onto someone at a Walmart and like almost broke his arm off.
I think we're to the point, if someone like fucking killed themselves for a meme, everyone will be like in the comments not even taking it seriously. They'll probably be like lol, or like because when Kobe like passed away in that helicopter crash, when that happened,
same day,
people were fucking started memeing on it.
I guarantee someone found out about his death through a meme.
Yeah,
there's someone out there who did that.
My girlfriend was like,
dude, really I was the one like, I thought it was like a meme. I thought it was like a joke. Like I didn't think it was real.
It was really hard to believe it when it first happened.
So on Twitter, like Kim Jong-un's sister, all these like, you know, like there's like the people who do like the Nicki Minaj edits on Twitter.
Uh-huh.
They're doing that with like Kim Jong-un's sister, and she has like Twitter stands now. She's become like a LGBT icon.
Why?
I don't know, because she's like a dictator. You know what I mean?
And she's like pretty.
Yeah. I just don't get it.
Dude, I love that. I love that. I love the comment. I love people tweeting out like, "It's time for a woman dictator." North Korea is so much more progressive than America because they're gonna have a female leader before we do. And I'm like no.
What?
No,
No.
you're wrong. You're stupid.
That's
Dude.
crazy.
So is he dead or not? Like,
No, he's not dead.
He's not dead.
He faked. The official word is that he faked his death to find out who would try to make a power move after he dies, so that he can have them executed.
Yeah.
And no one tried to make a power move.
I mean, we probably just haven't heard about it. I mean, we don't. That's the thing. We don't know
You know what
that
I think
much.
happened? This is honestly what I think happened. He died, and they replaced him with a body double.
That's impossible. That's impossible because he's the only fat person in his entire country.
Oh, dude, I could do it.
Yeah, no. I was like, my favorite thing is like these like Facebook groups, where they like say like Kim Jong-un's not that bad, you know, because like he's trying to do communism and he's not doing a great job, but he's not that bad.
But he's trying. He's
like,
giving it a good try.
He's trying. It's like,
and all you can do is try your best.
That's all you can do, man. The death camps are something that's just hard to get rid of. You know, once
it's hard. Yeah, it's a hard problem to solve.
A virus is a hard thing to deal with, so we're just going to tell everybody to inject themselves with disinfectants. You know, we'll try. He's trying.
Dude, in the Philippines, they just shoot people in the streets if they have a virus.
Dude, North Korea does not fuck around with the virus.
Yeah, what were you saying?
We gotta wrap it up.
All right.
We've been talking for like an hour and a half. Big thanks to Sticksy617 for coming back, letting us leech off his cloud again. Super cool. Super cool. Thanks to River for not playing Minecraft this time. Super cool.
I tried. It's difficult.
And big thanks to both you guys for sitting around for an hour while I try to figure out what the fuck went wrong.
Hell yeah.
That was really cool.
Yeah, the on button for the computer is really hard to figure out.
Yeah, it is really hard to figure out. Sticksy, plug your Instagram and stuff for anyone who doesn't know. So like one person maybe.
My Instagram is at Supreme Patty. Everybody go check it out.
Dude, I forgot about it.
I like to put lemons in my eyes.
All right, I'll put all that in the description. All the
thanks.
All the links and stuff. River, is there anything you want to plug?
No.
All right.
My Minecraft server.
Okay, but I'm not gonna put that in the description, so you have to figure out how to find it on your own. And if you do, he'll let you in. All right, thanks for watching, guys. Any last words?
Tell my mom I loved her.
Loved? Oh.
No regrets.
So like not anymore?
Well, I'm about to die. Get it? Like last words, like when you die.
Yeah.
I didn't think that was that funny.
If you ever died before?
Have I ever died before? I tried. It's not for me. I'm not gonna do it again though.
I dyed a T-shirt once in 8th grade for school.
Shut the fuck up. That's so stupid.